right. We can talk about anything you like. Just listen. Take a walk right over to my kitchen. What you wanna do? Come mix it up with the stew. So tell me what you wanna do. Come mix it up with the stew. Yeah, come mix it up with the stew.
Welcome to another fabulous episode of The Stew. I'm Les.
I'm Janae.
And I'm Anika.
Do not adjust your TV screens. May is basically the start of wedding season, so we are taking it to the next level, and we are talking all things bridal, including, of course, demonstrating how lovely we look in our wedding gown.
Plain dress up, pretty much.
I feel
From Five Seasons Bridal,
I
honey.
feel like I'm next to two amazing brides. Are you guys ready? I feel like y'all are ready. You're
Let's
channeling
make it clear. Janae, Leslie and I are not getting married, guys.
No.
Janae's just already married. She's done the wedding dress thing.
Yeah.
So
I like
dressing
to
up
think
today.
they're getting married tomorrow, and we're all invited.
there you go.
Exactly.
A stew wedding.
That's
So,
right.
A day of playing dress up.
So now that we're like in the mood and we're talking wedding today, did you actually dream of having a wedding as a kid and being married?
Nope. Nope.
No?
Nope. Never, ever, ever.
Yeah, I'm kind of with her. I always imagined doing something maybe small and intimate, like at the crack of dawn, going back home, chilling, relaxing all day long, and then maybe having a big soiree that night.
Nice.
Even though I know feeding people is pretty expensive, but
I just never wanted to be married.
No.
So the idea of having that fairy tale wedding was just absolutely nuts to me. And I thought, why do people spend this much money on one day and da 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 da? So that was me for the entire first part of my life. And I think now for the first point in my life, I'm like, oh, I can do. But I think even now I would elope. But I don't think I'll do a whole thing.
I changed your mind.
Yeah, I've changed my mind.
And I was definitely in my bedroom. Literally, Barbie was, she was in the bridal party. Then you had Ken on the other side.
Nice.
A couple of your stuffed
and then
animals
I had to call,
as guests.
exactly, I had to call my daddy in. Daddy, can you just walk me through the room?
How cute.
And to my imaginary husband.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh, that sounds such like
so
a fairy
cute.
tale.
I know.
Well, you got that fairy tale. You made such a stunning bride.
Yes, Janae.
Seriously.
Your dress was
Yeah, you were on.
I can't wear another one. It was one is enough.
one and done, right?
I know. I hope I don't want to mess it up for you guys, but one and done. Okay?
I gotcha.
Okay.
So, ladies, when you were younger and having these dreams of being married or not, who did you imagine your celebrity husband would be?
Well, considering that I never wanted to be married as a young adult, now that I do want to get married, he's married already, but I would marry Obama like 80 times. Like, we would renew those vows.
He's got
like,
some swag.
every weekend, I'd be like, baby, let's go to Exuma and renew our vows. Baby, let's go to Bridal and renew these vows. Baby, let's go to Swimming Pigs and renew these vows. Like,
Yeah.
I would marry that man over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you?
As a 16-year-old, I won't lie to you, NSYNC's Justin Timberlake
Oh, yes.
was
I've always loved Justin.
my husband, celebrity, everything.
You know Justin has a black card, right? Like, he's partially black.
Yeah.
Is he?
He has a lot
yeah,
of, like-
absolutely.
Not NSYNC's Justin Timberlake. That was like curly blonde hair.
No, see,
it
he
was
did.
gross
We
now
just
that you
didn't
think
know
about
it, though.
it.
Why
just
do you
didn't
want
know
that
it. He always
version?
had it.
I feel like he
But that was
smelled
the
like...
version I was in love with. That's what I'm
wow.
saying.
Okay.
Well, for me, I gotta say Shamar Moore. I know it might sound cliche, but Brother
Okay,
Man
good one,
has
Les.
still got it.
Okay.
And he's still available too, by the way. I'm just
Okay,
saying.
Shamar, you heard
Yeah.
that if you're
Well.
watching this still.
Well, if you're 40 and still available, we
Something
might have
might be
to
wrong.
check him out a little bit more these days.
Who, Shamar?
Yeah.
He's still got it, honey. Have you seen Shamar recently?
No.
Anyway.
All right, so Les, if you
let's
were
move
in the
on.
middle of your wedding with Shamar Moore,
Yes.
and a family member or a friend stands up when the officiant says, you know, should anyone have any objections to why these two people should be married, speak now or forever hold your peace. And your Grammy or your great-grand Annie step up and she's
Palpitations.
like, I object.
Palpitation, stop the word.
What
let
do you-
me
what
off.
would you do?
What?
What
Oh
would you
my
do?
God. I think I might end up cutting a movie in my own wedding. I'd be like,
Really?
set show, you know. No.
Oh,
I
no,
won't.
you, okay, no? What would you really do?
The thing is, I would already have people in place. I would let my ushers or whomever know, listen, anybody come in here, try acting the fool, I'm gonna need you to set them right.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what? Or that like a Mean Girls when the animals come and attack.
Yeah.
All of a sudden.
Like they'll be in the process of and my people will be on them like white on rice.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not gonna get past it. I'm just gonna carry
definitely
on
a
smartly.
part of the planning process.
Janae, you got married. Did you? First of all, was that even a fright for you? Was that a concern for you that someone was?
No, I think we're in a day and age where people put their objections way before the wedding. So you already know who to invite and who not to invite. So that guest list was on point.
Okay.
And you knew nothing was going to pop off based on who you invited. And then you have your security outside if anybody tried to come in that's not on the list.
Okay. I think honestly, I would pause and be like, first of all, okay, I have two responses. I'll be like, first of all, you idiot. You're going to wait on, my big wedding day when I already slaying down the aisle, looking like a goddess. Yeah. You wait until now to object. Don't embarrass me like that and waste my money. Second of all, I really want to know why you objected. Because, maybe that person knows something about my partner that I don't know about. So I'm going to be like,
for later,
you know what, girl? I really mad at you for doing this and embarrassing me. You ain't a friend, but really, let's talk on the low. Because I would want to know.
And hey, speaking of all of that conversation, right? Do you think people really come to weddings just to gossip?
Of course.
Yeah.
We live in the Bahamas? I'm sorry. What?
Yeah.
This is part of the reason why I actually never wanted a wedding. And when I did decide that I wanted a wedding, I would still elope. Because really, you're spending all the money for people to come with a checklist.
Yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't do my hair like that if I was a bride.
Real.
Or that dress. I don't know about that dress.
Where did she get them flowers from?
This chicken dry.
Oh my God, her makeup look bad.
But listen, don't we all do it?
Or they come there to be extremely sensitive. If something doesn't even happen their way on your wedding day, they become very, very sensitive, and then they talk more about you. It's just a crazy.
Of course, that's what people go to weddings for. One to party, two to gossip, and not necessarily in that order.
And then three to get drunk.
Right.
And third, to invite your ex to the wedding. Would you do that?
Hell to the no.
Why?
No. Why?
For what?
No.
I agree with you guys. I agree.
Listen, ladies, if you're thinking about your ex when you're about to walk down the aisle, I think you need to reevaluate your life.
Exactly. Like something ain't right here. You know what I'm saying?
But what if they're like good friends?
No, if we have a kid together, maybe. I can understand if it's like your baby's father or your baby mother and you all have a cool relationship.
And I was about to say, if you have a good relationship, because otherwise that person does not
Did
need
you
to
think
be
Future
there.
went to Sierra's and Russell's
No.
wedding?
But again, they had like a terrible breakup. But like you look at people like Kevin Hart. And his ex-wife and his now wife, like they take family vacations together, they do things together. So I think if you're sharing kids, if you ain't sharing no kids,
that's what I'm saying.
I don't know why.
And to be honest with you guys, even if you're cool with one another, I still don't see the need.
Strange.
Like you're moving on into an entirely new chapter of your life. It's a new phase. Like that side, that part of you was just done. Just leave it alone.
No.
Just.
No.
Hey,
you know what? It might be cool though. If you had a major upgrade, like if you was dating a bum,
the glow date.
Yeah, and you'd be like, and then you just be like, come to the wedding, and like just show him the glow up.
No, I feel like the wedding would end right there. We wouldn't even make it to the end of the aisle without hubby to be being like, "What who are you trying to impress, fool?"
Baby, I'm just trying to show you off. I glowed all the way up. Thanks.
There we go.
So,
okay, so you definitely wouldn't invite your ex to the wedding.
No.
But would you actually get married if his mother hates you?
Ooh.
I would. You know what? I'm not going to let mom keep me from being happy. Mommy, especially if you married, you had your time. And the only thing I would require from my husband is that you respect me enough not to have your mother disrespect me. But I mean, if you choose me, why not, man? Everybody needs
But let's just hope, though, it's not a complete mama's boy situation.
I'm not marrying a mama's boy. God, no.
You know, if she hates you, too, and you have to deal with that, then, ooh.
Well, there's a name for it, right? It's monster-in-law. It exists. It happens. And you must make your decisions and choose whether this is the life you want to live.
What would you choose? If you had like a monster-in-law.
A monster-in-law, you know what? Love has no boundaries. Love is you know, an inner being.
Fluff,
so
right?
no, it's a relationship between two people. It's definitely not a relationship between three. So, you know, mother, no mother.
And you're not marrying her, you're marrying him.
Exactly.
You know, just move to the other side of the island. Make sure that the house is on the opposite side of the island, and
sweetie, I'm
there's
moving
lots
for
of traffic
nobody.
in between.
Yeah.
And then you should be good to go.
You're gonna have to deal. I ain't moving nowhere unless it's a bigger house. You can get over it, honey.
Yikes. Yeah, move it. Let's move my mother in the backyard. See how that works out.
Woo! Good Lord. Anyhow, ladies.
That's not happening.
That's
Ooh,
not
first of all,
happening.
check out our lovely cake. Listen, can we have cake? Can we have cake?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
We've
I'm
got
happy
champagne.
we've got cake.
Why
Thank
no?
you so much to Tessa Lightborn for bringing this absolutely beautiful, beautiful cake. That's the next thing, boy. Like, there's so many awesome elements to making a wedding happen. And
exactly.
I'm excited about that cake.
And while we are speaking of that, because Taz, of course, her company, Born Sweet, she will, most likely be taking advantage of upcoming shows to promote her business. And speaking of shows, we're going to be talking to a wedding expert coming up after the break, ladies. We don't want you to miss Five Seasons Bridal is in the house in every way. And in just a bit, we'll have an assistant come and share some tips with us on planning your dream wedding. You don't want to miss it. We'll see you after this.
So as you know, today we're talking all wedding, all bridal, all, what do you call them? Monster brides, whatever they are. We're talking about it today, but we thought it would be extra fitting to bring in Five Seasons Bridal to come and talk to us a bit about wedding planning and what you can expect. Let's say a grand hello to Kalange Octavian. Come out, girl.
Hello. I have to sit all cute this morning.
How are we, ladies?
Hello, hello, hello.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Welcome.
All right, so I want to go straight into monster brides. I'm just kidding. But let's talk about actual wedding planning and why women should be considering if they're, or actually the very first question we should be asking is what happens after the ring?
After you say yes to the ring or yes to the guy on his knee,
Yes to the guy.
you call Five Seasons Bridal. We always say call your wedding planner. After you told all of Nassau, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, hey, he finally popped the question, you call your wedding planner.
Okay.
It's always good to get an idea of what you're going into and have a realistic idea of, okay, this is real, this is happening, it's way more than Pinterest planning.
Wow,
It's real life. Like you're gonna need
why
a planner.
wedding planner? Tell us now.
It's not just as simple as it looks on say yes to the dress or for weddings. It's not as simple as that. There's so much that you have to consider. You have to consider the day you want to plan it on, your dresses, the amount of guests you wanted, location, the availability of spaces, because let's be honest, there aren't a lot of spaces in Nassau to get married.
Right.
And when you're planning a wedding and you're considering space and number of people, you have to consider all of the plausible knots that can go wrong.
Not to mention season,
Season,
which plays a big
Lord.
part.
I always say the minute you see May hits, it is full-on wedding season.
Wow.
We are on go, 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 go.
So we know that
so bad.
I've always seen that Five Seasons Bridal. Almost some of the most beautiful brides that I've seen had dresses from Five Seasons
of
Bridal.
course.
So kudos. But what are some of the other services? Because now you're a wedding planner, you provide dresses. What are some of the other things that makes Five Seasons Bridal a one-stop shop?
Five Seasons Bridal encompasses the entire I love you, let's get married event. From the minute you say yes to the guy on the knee, and you're considering dresses and cakes and flowers, we encompass all of that. From the knee to your honeymoon, we cover it all.
Nice.
Yeah.
So do you think brides-to-be should go and visit bridal shows and get an idea of all of the different facets of what's required or what they'll need?
I always say if you're going to visit a bridal show, be open that one is going to be a lot, which is why we say get a wedding planner.
Right, it might be overwhelming.
It is overwhelming
Okay.
because what a lot of people don't know, the wedding industry in the Bahamas is really big. There are a lot of people that provide a wider range of different services and products. And so it can be a bit daunting to go to a bridal show if you're not a bride that knows exactly what I want.
Okay.
Right.
So you're seeing a lot.
It's a lot. It's different photographers and cake artisans and makeup artists. It's a lot.
So talking about the different services then, what's the specific service that really drives up the cost of a wedding, let's say?
For wedding, when it comes to wedding prices, what drives up the cost would be food, definitely. Food drives it up. And liquor, of course. Look,
feeding all these people.
Feeding all these people. And we always say, look, if they're not a necessity, there's no need to invite them. I'm so sorry. You know, the people you grew up with, or the people you used to see at your grandma's place when you went to Andros for the summer, you don't necessarily need to invite them.
Right,
you know?
it's expensive.
It's expensive. We always say at least $100 to each guest.
Wow.
Oh my.
So if you're having 150 guests, and it's $100 to feed them.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. So if you're someone like me, I am all about small and intimate. Keep it in the family, and then spend all your money on your honeymoon.
Speaking of keeping it small and intimate, for somebody that doesn't want to do the huge all-out wedding with 500 guests per se, what are some of the elements of putting a wedding together would you say are absolutely no need to skimp on? Like if you can't do the big thing, what should you not skimp on?
Food, definitely.
Wow.
Like if it's a small wedding, you can ball out with your food. Like definitely your liquor, your entertainment.
Okay.
Because you find that if you have so much people, they get lost in the reception, or food is taking too long, and they get bored. If you're having a small wedding, you can have a. Let me tell you something.
You can do it big.
You can do it big. We had a guest. She surprised her husband with Fata Fox.
Oh, nice.
At the reception because it wasn't such an outlandish
You know
event.
what? I'm surprised you didn't say photography.
Well, photography, depending on who you go to, isn't that expensive. And then what I find is that the best photographers in the Bahamas aren't going to kill you with the price. And so you can really maneuver yourself with that. But once again, it all depends on your wedding planner and the vendor she has worked with to give you the best experience possible.
Wow. Now you have an event coming up on Friday, Runway. First of all, I love the name. It just makes me feel like I want to dress up.
Exactly.
And come out. Tell us a little bit more about Runway and what we can expect from that event.
Runway now has been going on for 5 years.
Wow.
Runway is a celebration of love and all things weddings. 5 Seasons has been in the business of planning weddings for about 10 plus years now. So when it comes to knowing who to go to for certain stuff, we kind of have a little niche in the market. And so over the years, we have collected a list of vendors that we highly recommend. We have a hashtag on Instagram. It says hashtag 5 Seasons approved. And once a vendor has that, you're okay in our books. And so with 5 Seasons Runway, we bring all those people together, and it's more of an intimate setting. It's very, get your champagne and you walk around. But it's it's an evening of fancy and enjoying weddings. And of course, for brides who are looking for vendors to plan it as well. We have the best photographers, the cake artisans, makeup artists. We have spa people coming in this year, which I love.
Oh, it sounds like a girl's dream.
It's a girl's dream.
Okay.
And during the show, you get to walk around during the exhibit. But every year, we have a special guest host. A few years back, it was Haley Page when she brought out her inaugural wedding bridal line. And this year, we are having Monty from Say Yes to the Dress.
Oh my goodness, that's so cool.
Ladies, if you have ever watched the show, you know Monty is over the top, living in color, living in life. And he is so excited and ready to jack up a bride.
I love it. Now, speaking of jacking up a bride, we are wearing dresses by 5 Seasons Bride. First of all, thanks. It's actually kind of fun to play dress up. I've never seen myself in a wedding dress. How does a bride or a bride-to-be know when she's found that dress, that special piece to walk down the aisle? Her dream dress.
We always have, when we're having a consultation, we look for a few things. When a bride is in her dress and she doesn't want to come out, that's one of the first things we look for. And then when she's in the mirror and she's twirling and playing, that's when we know, she's found the dress.
I might be keeping this dress then.
Well, honey, there you go. 5 Seasons will send you a check. Thank you.
So tell us where Runway will be, the times, and the date again.
Runway is May 19th at the Atlantis at the Imperial Ballroom. The exhibition starts at 5, and then we encourage our brides to come in so you can speak to your vendors, see what they're offering. They usually have sales going on during runway, so it's always a good time to come and shop for your vendors there.
Okay.
Also, we are giving away a ton of giveaways, from wedding dresses to cakes and makeup artistry, and our overall winner wins her complete wedding. I mean, she wins her wedding dress, her cake, her honeymoon.
Do you have to be engaged? Because I feel like I won't win this wedding from now. Can I do that, or
you have to say yes to the guy.
Say yes.
Okay.
Okay. Work on that part first.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Well, we have to run. This is all wedding, all day. Thanks, Kalandra, for coming in and talking to us about Five Seasons Bridal. Remember to check out Runway this weekend. We will be right back.
Can I run off the stage?
Hey guys, you're watching The Stew, and this is your wedding-inspired Style Minute brought to you by Five Seasons Bridal. We know that it is about to be wedding season, and I'm giving you a quick style guide to looking your best on your friends or your family's wedding day. For spring and summer weddings, maxi dresses always do the trick. This look allows you to quickly slip into something fun and sexy and chic. Next up, satin wrap dresses. This trend made its head this spring-summer 2017, and this is another look that allows you to accomplish a chic, effortless look. And finally, kimono-style dresses. Now, this is a personal fave because this gives you an opportunity to present a fun and unique look. Not to mention, this is great for an outdoor or indoor wedding. Pair this look with high heels or flats and you'll be good to go. Don't forget, black, white, and red is forbidden. This has been your wedding-focused Style Minute brought to you by Five Seasons Bridal. I'll see you guys next time.
So, of course, if any of you are out there getting married in this upcoming summer, you want to give Five Seasons Bridal a call. Thank you so much to their representative, Kay. That's what I was calling her. She was here this afternoon speaking with us and sharing all of those good tips on what you should do if you're planning a wedding. And yes, thank you, Five Seasons. Thank you to Neil. Thank you, Tess, for the cake. Thank you, producers, for the champagne. It's been a fabulous day. Thank you for the dresses. Oh my goodness, we're just talking everything bridal. We loved it that you tuned in to watch us. We will see you next time. Of course, we're also on Facebook, The Stew Daytime. So catch up on everything that you've missed. And we are also now streaming Facebook Live. Don't miss it. Ooh, I must be getting married, girls. I'm getting choked up. What's going on?
And next time we'll talk about how to get the ring.
Yes.
Wow. That is important.
Get it and keep it. Yes.
That is so important because I'm sitting up here like I'm about to walk down the aisle and I need to get that part sorted out.
We have to do a strut now for sure.
All right.
We'll see y'all next time.
When the vibe is right.